David Brewster here, and this is the 100k Par-Tay, and I did post this on YouTube and also on Facebook, but the Late Night Lessons channel here on YouTube hit 100,000 subscribers. I guess that was technically Wednesday. Yesterday we had Thanksgiving, today's Black Friday, and I wanted to put this together, just kind of a quick thank you and an acknowledgement of what has happened, and the work and the videos and the viewers and the supporters out there. I mean, a lot's happened in the almost 5 years since I started this channel. Lots happened in our world, obviously, and a lot's happened in my world, you know, sitting right here in my studio, making these videos and kind of putting ideas together, taking requests, and really pushing myself, you know, as an instructor and as a musician. We've visited and I've, you know, talked about, you know, numerous guitarists and bands that I had never explored or learned anything from. But through this channel and the requests that have come in and me just kind of pushing myself forward, I've really got a sample of some different players and groups and music that I'd never even, you know, really tackled or really listened to that much, and I want to thank everybody for that. And aside from the input that I kind of put in there, you know, of course I knew I was going to hit Hendrix and Zeppelin and Van Halen and people like that, but there were some surprises for sure, like in the comment section and in the requests. So keep the requests coming, because I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing here, and your inputs definitely help the channel, so keep it up. I'm not really sure if I've shared this before, but actually I almost didn't do this, you know, as far as creating the channel here on YouTube. I actually had an older channel on YouTube, the David Brewster Music channel, and nothing was happening over there. You know, there was just barely any views or attention, and I'd had that for a while, and I thought, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything on YouTube or not. And I was working with some bands, and I was working actually at School of Rock and then Guitar Center Studios. So there was a lot going on, you know, in my life. And then I had some major changes, and it kind of opened the door for me to explore this, and I thought, well, I'll try it, you know, and I had the idea. And I was reading about late night talk shows, you know, David Letterman and Conan O'Brien and some people like that. Chris Elliott, I read a book a little bit about like the battle and feud between Letterman and Leno and some of that stuff, and I really got into it. And then I was thinking about it, and I was like, late night with David Letterman. And I was trying to come up with a name, and I was like, well, Late Night Lessons with David Brewster. I was like, yeah, that'll work. And in the spirit of that, I thought, you know, the famous top 10 list from David Letterman, I thought, why don't we hit the top 10 videos on my channel and kind of look and see what the viewers out there are watching. So here's the first, you know, image with, you know, we're going to do the top 10, so we're starting from 10. So here's 10, 9, and 8 as far as what you've watched on my channel. And then here's an image with the 7th, 6th, and 5th most watched videos on my channel. We're creeping along. So here's 4, 3, and 2, and notice there's 2 Van Halen videos here. Of course, that makes me really happy. But here are the, the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd most watched videos on the Late Night Lessons channel. And finally, number 1, the ZZ Top chord play, which, when I put that together, I knew that, it was going to get some attention or some views, but I had no idea it was going to become the number 1 video on my channel. It just erupted like a volcano, and it's still cruising along. It's like, okay, and definitely that made me happy because I love Billy Gibbons. But there's a lot of other videos on my channel that haven't had a lot of views, and the one that I would really like to direct everybody to, I mean, no offense to the top 10, I love and I'm proud of those videos, but the Bobby Hebb Sunny video, that's the one I'm going to recommend. Definitely you can watch the top 10, but the one that I put some extra, work into and some extra heart into is the chords of Sunny, Bobby Hebb Sunny. I want everybody to go over and watch that video because I really like that one. So that's going to wrap this quick episode. I just wanted to take a second and thank everybody, and I wanted to jam a little bit. I wanted to share the top 10. I also wanted to steer you toward the Sunny, chord play episode. And just once again, thank everybody for the continued, views and likes and shares and comments and requests and the supporters over on Patreon and just all the excitement and attention, because I've had so many messages, hundreds of messages and comments from people that literally said, I used to play when I was younger, or I got married and we had kids and I got away from the guitar and I haven't played in a long time and I started watching your channel and now I'm playing guitar again, so thank you. I've seen messages like that, hundreds, different variations of that, but hundreds of messages like that, and that makes me feel great when I realize that the the videos and the lessons I'm creating are inspiring people to pick up their guitar again. And I realize there's some players out there that didn't put their guitar away that are really digging these videos. But it's the ones that kind of bust their guitar back out of the closet or from under the bed. That makes me feel great because that's really what this is all about. Sharing excitement and inspiration, maybe turning on some different players or different, bands and licks and ideas, scales and chords and everything. And really just serve up, video inspiration, which is really what this is all about. So anyway, leave some feedback and comments. Please subscribe to Late Night Lessons and I'll be back before you know it with more content and material. Thank you.